underground tunnels. What secrets do you hold? Are there any evil things down there? When does the armor wearing part start? Ooh, a helmet. Nice. And a corpse of some guy. Is that a Vigilant of Stendar? When does it start with the... What? Oh! Oh! Okay. No. Okay. That's a little much. I thought maybe we could just run down there healing ourselves, but maybe not. Let's talk to the Jarl actually, because I'm gonna see what he has to say about that random woman locked up in his room. Maybe we can get some money for our silence. And also maybe he can actually explain why he's keeping her in there, because I don't think the lady really did that. I'm curious. Also, we didn't talk to everyone, I think. We definitely still need to talk to that one lady's husband that is not very nice. Hi, you.
Hello, neighbor. I understand we have
Oh,
you to
what can you
thank for
tell me about
dispensing with
harmful energy under the city?
Ah, yes. Fascinating, isn't it?
Yes.
It seems to be radiating from something deep beneath the city. But I've never been down far enough to see what it is. But if the dwarves were able to access the quarry that appears to be down there, presumably they had a way to protect themselves from it.
Yeah, with the armor.
So perhaps a full suit of dwarven armor would protect you. Not just any old dwarven armor, though.
Do you know where I can find
it would have to be in immaculate condition.
Oh my god, brain fart. The hand glove thingies. Find where... Yeah, okay. Okay.
Farewell.
Have a nice day. Goodbye. Oh yeah, I have a few questions. Let me take a seat.
Hello again, my friend.
Hello.
Any word about the matter we discussed?
Could I ask you to clarify something for me?
Of course. What do you want me to clarify?
Okay, I guess not.
I'll talk to you soon, I hope. Well, I hope your investigation has been thorough. I don't want you accusing the first person you suspect.
It was you all along!
So, who is it?
That was really unfortunate. You!
Hey, keep your voice down. Do you want to get us all killed? Look, you might have noticed we're being watched by the dwarven statues everywhere you look.
Yes.
But I managed to break the bust in that room. So in there is no dwarves' law. Understand?
Yes.
What happens in my private room
What does
stays
happen
there.
in there exactly? Why do you keep that
Because
woman
if
in
my
there?
little secret gets out, then you
What
and
is your
everyone
secret
else in
except
this
keeping
place
women
is going
locked
to
up in
suffer
there?
badly.
Pay me for my
What
silence.
you do next is up to you. You can keep your mouth shut, in which case we all live. Or you can let her go, in which case we all die.
So much. Yes, money, thanks.
You've got to be joking. What are you going to do? Start an uprising and get us all killed? I don't think you have the stomach for it.
I have to stomach. Will you at least help me get out of here like you promised?
I promised you no such thing. I said I'd do everything in my power to help you. But here's the thing.
I hate you.
There is no way out of here. You're stuck here for the rest of your life. Now get out of my citadel. I'm bored of you.
Okay. Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Get out of my citadel.
Okay, bro.
I'm bored of you.
Kind of wanna stab you a little bit. So, how do we get over there? I wanna know. Do we need to jump on those buildings and up here? Can we get a proper acrobatics potion from someone? Let's just enter every house and look for things to do. Someone who said Brawl or whatever his face was, I think said this thing was locked. The question is it locked in kind of just locked, or is it locked in you need a key kind of locked? What was that noise? That sounds like ice wave noises. Hello, what are you hiding? Nothing. Oh, hello there. A letter, old letter. There's no easy way to say this, so I'll just write it. We're finished. Looking back, it was a mistake to think that taking phosphor and bite would be an exciting thing to do. It suddenly got people talking right run. I can tell you how many men winked and slapped her on the back. She'd be a wild one, they said. Wouldn't mind me a bit of, oh my god. And as much as I'd like to blame them, I have to lay all the blame squarely at your feet. You flirt blazingly right in front of me. I've heard the way you talk to men and women alike, and I can only imagine where you disappear at night. Take this amulet of Mara you gave me and get as far away from Ryron as you can. I loved you once amulet. Is that the lady that runs the inn? I kind of forgot. Threatening note. To answer your gossip, blah blah. So you're stupid for one with so would I teach you a lesson. Ooh. Who's threatening her? Interesting. Let's get out of here. Cheso, we didn't talk to that guy.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I hear you defended the city from
okay.
attackers. Well, aren't you? Do you have wax in your ears?
Yes,
I
sorry.
said leave.
Sorry, lady. I'm sorry. I just want to receive the blessing of Mara. Hail, Sithis. Oh, I can just enter from here. Okay, I thought I had to, I don't know, get up there. Because someone said I need to get up there. Hello? Are these coffins? Oh, these are nice. Nice. Hello? It's me. Oh. This. I need this. Oh my god. Can I climb up there? Weird parkour style. Okay. This is... maybe this way? Okay, this way. But I need to get up there. Can I... Okay. I'll be back once I got this. I'm gonna sit here for an hour trying this now. Unless there's buckets or something in here. I think you can use buckets to fly. I give up. You!
Working hard?
What's your story? Do you anyone
My
know
story?
any way how I can get
Well,
up there?
I'm from Markarth originally.
That's nice.
Started working at Kolskegger Mines as a lad. And after a while, the Silverbloods made me foreman. I was doing pretty well for myself, until somebody decided to knock me down the shaft into this place. I had a wife and son.
Yeah, I read that letter. Oh, we
Still up
also
there, I
can
suppose,
talk to that
though
guy.
they probably think I'm long gone. But chin up, right? Meanwhile, I'm stuck down here, supervising workers to earn me keep, waiting for the day that I can get out of here and back to my life in Markarth.
Is everything okay between you and the workers?
Well, I'd be lying if I said they're happy, but I'd also be lying if I said I cared. They're decent people and all, but they seem to have an hard time grasping that somebody round here's got to work the farms, or we all starve. Gulver's the worst of the lot. Seems like a decent man at first, but he's got a temper on him. Once he told me he killed a man before he came here. He'll tell you if you ask him.
Okay.
Of course, down here with the Dwarves law, a bad temper could land us all in a lot of trouble. I'd keep an eye on that one if I were you.
Okay. Do you know a way up there, please?
I wish.
Anyone
Seems like Dwarves designed this place to keep folk
have a
in.
proper
But the only
acrobatics
thing that
potion?
keeps me sane is thinking there has to be a way out.
Yeah. Okay, goodbye, have a nice day.
Alright, well I'll see you around.
Yeah, you too. Unfinished letter. Vernon, this is your final warning. Ooh. This is the Dwarven armor guy guy's house. I also was in Vernon's house, but there was nothing there. Who's Vernon, and did I ever talk to him? Hey.
I heard you took down some bandits.
Yeah, have you seen
Wish I
Vernon?
could have sunk my axe into one of them.
Okay.
Hello
Heard you
there,
killed a
young
man.
lady.
What's your story?
You...
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's a sad one. But I don't mind telling it. Name's
Okay,
Golvar.
I don't really
I'm a
care
farmer.
about sad stories
Always
that
was. Grew up on a farm near Whiterun. It was a good life. Fresh milk and eggs every day. Running around the farm barefoot with my brother and sisters. Never even had to lock our doors. One day, when I was about 18, my father and I were carting some produce into the market when we saw a group of strangers in the top field. My father told me to run back to the house and get his axe. So I did. I ran so fast I almost threw up. But by the time I got back, it was too late. I found him dead by the side of the road. The cart and all our produce was gone. That was the first time I learned about bandits. My mother passed soon after, and I took over the farm. Now I'm as good a farmer as any, and better than most, but things went downhill from there. The raiding started before long. I'd come outside at dawn and find a few chickens missing. Next it was a cow, then 2 cows.
Go on.
That was the first time in 5 generations my
Did you talk
family
about
started
fast?
locking
I
its
don't
doors
have
at
all
night.
day. I need to find
We knew the
Vernon.
guards from Whiterun weren't going to help us. One night, when we had nothing left to
Hey,
steal,
are you? No, I don't
there was a
think you're
knock
Vernon.
at the door. I knew who it was and what they wanted. I took my father's axe and pulled the door open real quick. Before he knew it, that bandit had my father's axe right down the middle of his skull. But there were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was burned to rubble. My family slaughtered like cattle. And they left me alive to see what they'd done. It still burns whenever I think about it.
I'm so sorry.
Well, at least I got one of the bastards. Cleaved that grin of his right in half. Sometimes it helps me get to sleep at night. Sometimes. Anyhow, after that,
Oh
I
God,
drifted some.
I regret
Took
asking
odd
you for
jobs
your
around
story.
Falkreath. But nothing seemed to work out. And then I guess I got desperate. I started taking things. Just small things. Carrots and cabbages. Just enough to survive. I wasn't proud of it. And then one day, I watched myself break into some guy's farmhouse and help myself to his things. And I guess I realized what I'd become. Next thing I knew, I was looking for a place to die. And I found the entrance to this place. And that shaft. And I started my life over again.
I see. So you have your own. Don't ask any more questions. Just end it.
Well, I'm a farmer. But the land I work isn't mine. Metellus had declared himself Jarl and claimed all the farmland before I got here.
You don't sound happy about that.
I'm not. All I've ever wanted is to make a living by working the land. But it seems someone always has to go and steal the fruits of my labor. That bloody Jarl. He's no better than the bandits who destroyed my life. Only difference is he uses words instead of weapons. But he'll get his. One day.
Okay.
Just do me a favor and keep that last part to yourself, would you?
I'll do you that favor if you answer this question as quickly as you can.
Don't know why you're asking me. Don't know if there's a way out, and don't care. This is my home now. Not even a dozen bandits could drive me away.
Okay, good to know. Do you know where Vernon is?
Fair enough.
Okay, yeah, bye. Hey, Vernon!
Hey! I hear you dealt with those looters swiftly.
Yes! Why is
Great
somebody
work.
riding with the right?
Look, friend, you've outstayed your... What?
Why is somebody riding with
Look,
sending notes?
I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. It's not as if I'm a vampire or a necromancer or anything. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Ruckus? You like men?
Eh, nothing gets by you, does it? Sorry, that was mean of me. Yes, I like men.
Who cares?
And when you grow up in Windhelm like I did, you expect a bit of hostility.
Why, though?
I saw enough friends attacked and driven away by angry Nords to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to
Really?
yourself. So
I've
hid where
always
I
thought
was
that
for-
generally
what was it?
Tamriel was really
20
open
years?
to that stuff.
Living in the barracks with a dozen other guardsmen, watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. And that's when I came clean. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground on the opposite corner of Skyrim, my openness didn't go well among the Nords of Windhelm.
I guess
But
so.
at least down here, I get to be who I am. Or, at least, I thought that was the case. Perhaps I was wrong.
Do you know who's writing these notes?
No, I don't. I keep my personal affairs to myself, and I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. It wouldn't usually bother me. I have a thick skin, and I can handle myself in a fight better than most. But if these threats keep getting worse, eventually my secret admirer is going to get violent and break the dwarves' laws.
The person writing those threatening notes is Ruckus.
Rikus? The big, crazy Nord who walks around with his weapon drawn?
Yeah,
Of all the people it could have been, he's the most terrifying.
I'll talk to him. Oh, yeah, I haven't spoken with him yet.
Oh, alright. Well, you see what you can do.
Yeah,
I think it would only inflame things if I speak of him myself.
okay. Do you know we're out of here?
You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. But I'll tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the dwarves' law. But once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Nothing new to me, anyways.
Damn, okay, what can you tell me about the dwarf's law?
The many shall suffer for the sins of
Yeah,
the law.
that's about what everyone
That's
else told
about
me.
all I know. You should go and talk to Brawl in his chambers if you want to know more.
Yeah. Oh, Ruckus?
What about him?
Okay, good, I'll talk
Come
to
back
him.
soon!
Bye! Have a nice day. Yo! Heard you homophobic.
What do you want?
So, you're the one writing threatening notes to Vernon.
Yeah? So what? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm going to cast a spell to make you Vernon's pleasure thrall.
You're crazy, you know that? Alright, point taken. I mean, not point taken as in... You know, I'm not like that. I'll leave him alone. But you stay away from me too, got it?
Okay. Have a nice day. Hey, oh, you. I think you're the
What is it?
husband. What's your story?
I'm
your
sorry,
husband?
what's my story? What in oblivion is your story? How dare you come in here like you own the place and expect me to explain myself to you?
You're fun. Answer the question before I hurt you.
I beg your pardon. Did you just threaten to hurt me? Is that supposed to make me frightened of you? Let me explain something to you, peasant.
You're fun.
Cut a single hair on my beard, cast a single spell, fire a single arrow, and the dwarves' law means you're dead. Dead. Got it?
Yep.
You might have been somebody important in your old life, but down here, you're no
he's
one.
so much fun.
Here,
Right,
I
guys.
own you, and there's nothing you
Oh,
can do
you
about
own
it.
me, bro. I don't like your attitude. I think I'm just gonna kill you. Or someone to hit you. I don't know.
You wouldn't dare. Now get
you
out
sure
of here
about it?
before you embarrass yourself.
Now I kinda wanna do it just because I like being big.
There she is. Such a pretty thing.
You. I might also kill you. Just well wear it. You.
What can I do for you, my
Hey,
friend?
about Rekas.
What about him?
Don't worry, he won't bother you anymore.
Why? What did you do?
Well, I threatened to make you a pleasure thrall. He was terrified.
My friend, that's hilarious. I wish I could have been there to see his face. Thank you so much for helping me out like that.
You're welcome.
Hey, I have something I'd like to give to you. It's not much, considering what you've done for me, but I hope you like it. It's a ring I've been carrying around forever. I think it might have some magical properties. Maybe you can get some use out of it.
Thank you.
Well, come on back anytime you like.
Okay, so now I think we talked to everyone. So now we just need to get in there. Okay, speedrun strats. Does it work? I don't think it's working. Try that again. Okay, no, that's not working. Oh my god! Oh my god! No one move! Okay, don't fall. Don't fall. Quick save. Oh my god. Mom, look at me. Oh my god, I did it. Ah, god. Ah! Okay, don't panic. Everything is fine. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Did we make it? Do we have to go farther? I don't know. Oh my Jesus. Yes! Come at me! How do I get out of here now? Great! I hate everything. I made it though.